What if one of the biggest reality TV rumors turned out to be completely true? After weeks of nonstop speculation, Summer House stars Amanda Batula and West Wilson have finally broken their silence and confirmed they're officially together. But here's the twist. They didn't just casually admit it. They released a carefully worded statement saying their relationship is very new and something they never expected to happen. According to them, this wasn't some planned romance. It grew quietly behind the scenes. And for weeks, they chose to stay completely silent. No denials, no confirmations, just letting the internet spiral. But now they're saying the truth couldn't stay hidden anymore. And that's where things start to get complicated. So why did they stay silent for so long, if everything was real? Well, according to Amanda Batula and Wes Wilson, this wasn't just a simple relationship reveal. It was complicated. They admitted their situation involves complex dynamics, and if you follow Summer House, you already know what that means. Shared friendships, past relationships, and cameras constantly watching every move. But that's not the whole story. They also made it clear they didn't want to hurt anyone, because this relationship didn't start from nowhere. It grew out of a long-standing friendship, years of trust, support, and being there for each other through ups and downs, which made everything riskier. Instead of rushing to go public, they took a step back, trying to understand what they were feeling before the world could weigh in. And honestly, they knew once this got out, it wouldn't just affect them, or it would affect everyone around them. And that's exactly why what happened next blew everything wide open. Just when things were quietly building behind the scenes, one post changed everything. Out of nowhere, Austin Kroll dropped a cryptic message on Instagram that instantly caught fans' attention. Pasta and your friend's exes are apparently so back. He didn't name anyone. No tags, no explanation. But that didn't matter. Fans connected the dots almost immediately, and all signs pointed straight to Amanda Batula and Wes Wilson. And just like that, the internet exploded. But here's where it gets even more interesting. This wasn't the first time rumors had started circulating. Earlier reports and online chatter had already suggested the two were getting unusually close, described as openly flirty in social settings. So when Austin's post hit, it didn't start the fire. It poured gasoline on it. And suddenly, what looked like harmless speculation turned into a full-blown reality TV scandal. But once fans started digging deeper, the timeline made everything way more complicated. Because this wasn't just a new relationship. It involved recent breakups, past romances, and a tight-knit friend group. First, Amanda Batula had just ended her marriage with Cooke earlier this year, after 4 years together. That alone was already a huge moment for fans. But then there's West Wilson. He previously dated his co-star, Ciara during his first season on the show. And they didn't just casually date. They were part of the same close friend circle that still interacts regularly. So now, suddenly, you've got a recent divorce, a past relationship within the same group, and a new romance forming between two people connected to both. And that's where things start to feel uncomfortable. Because in a world where everyone knows everyone, and cameras capture everything, nothing stays private for long. And just when it seemed like things couldn't get more confusing, someone decided to deny everything. Just when fans thought they had it all figured out, something didn't add up. Because before the relationship was confirmed, West Wilson had already addressed the rumors publicly, and he completely shut them down. During an appearance on Watch What Happens Live, he insisted there was nothing romantic going on with Amanda Batula. He called her his homegirl, said they were just hanging out, nothing more. But that's what makes this moment so surprising. Because just days later, everything changed. Now, instead of denying it, they're confirming the relationship themselves, which left fans asking one big question. Was he hiding the truth, or did things suddenly evolve that fast? Either way, the shift from just friends to we're together happened almost overnight, and that only made the entire situation feel even more intense. Because if that reveal shocked fans, the reactions from people around them, even more telling. If the relationship reveal surprised fans, the reactions from people close to them made things even more interesting. Because before everything was confirmed, Kyle Cooke had already spoken about the rumors, and he wasn't exactly convinced. He called the idea shocking and even outrageous. At the time, he said he didn't think there was any truth to it. But here's the twist. He also admitted that if it was real, it might feel a little reckless. Still, he tried to stay supportive, saying that if it truly made Amanda Batula happy, he'd ultimately be okay with it. But that's not the whole story, because the biggest question mark is still around Ciara Miller. She hasn't directly addressed the situation, and that silence, it's only making fans more curious. Because given her past with Wes Wilson and her close friendship with Amanda, people are wondering how she really feels. And while no one has said anything openly, the internet is already reading between the lines. Just when things seemed unclear, the internet started noticing something else. Subtle reactions, cryptic posts, and possible hints hiding in plain sight. Right after Austin Kroll's viral caption, a few Summer House stars began posting on their own social media, and fans were quick to connect the dots. Carl Radke shared a reaction image that looked noticeably serious. Meanwhile, Lindsay Hubbard posted a shocked expression, and fans immediately assumed it was tied to the situation. But here's where it gets even more interesting. Just before that, Lindsay had posted a selfie with Ciara Miller, and fans didn't ignore that timing. To many, it felt intentional, like subtle support, or maybe even a quiet reaction to everything unfolding. Of course, none of this is confirmed, but in the world of reality TV, even the smallest post can spark massive speculation. And right now, fans are analyzing everything. And now, the internet has officially picked sides. Because as soon as Amanda Batula and Wes Wilson confirmed their relationship, the reaction was instant and divided. Some fans are fully supportive. They see it as a genuine connection that grew naturally over time. Two people who leaned on each other and unexpectedly found something more. But others, they're not so convinced. Critics are calling out the complicated history, especially the friends dating within the same circle dynamic. To them, it feels messy and a little too close to home. And that tension is exactly what's keeping this story alive. Because this isn't just a relationship, it's a storyline. One that involves friendships, past romances, and emotions that haven't fully settled yet. And if there's one thing reality TV fans know, it's that situations like this don't end quietly. So the real question now is this the start of something real or just the beginning of a much bigger fallout?